How's it going, everyone? I want to make a quick video as I'm on vacation here, so I'm outside on the patio here, but with my laptop. And what a nice little bounce here we had on TNXP. I've been watching this one for a while here, and this is why it's so important to have the knowledge of this system. Understand if we have a big momentum stock like TNXP, all you have to do is look at the daily candle. Anytime you touch this upper Keltner channel at my typical settings, no matter what, it is going to be starting an uptrend. So the first time we touched this right up in here on 12/16, December 16th, that's when you started the uptrend. And how do you know you started that uptrend? Let me get rid of this R's. I don't need this. Make the chart bigger. You could see that the EMAs are curling up. So we have the EMA 5, 10, 20, and 50 all curled up, okay? And so that's very nice to see. And the reason why that's so important is we look for a bounce idea, okay? And that bounce idea is going to be at that EMA 5 for the first one. And depending on how big size of the move, like for example, when you see TNXP go way above this upper Keltner channel and then it goes all the way back down in one day, it makes a whole lot of sense that there's going to be a bounce idea. And a lot of people are buying all throughout this candle here, right? They're buying every dip. Whereas I learned in the Discord that I bought right here literally to a T at the very bottom. And then look at this massive bounce on the next day. It actually ran more pre-market. But you can see we had a 36% move here. And then guess what happens though? We come back down and we touch this 10. And then here is your next bounce effect running a total of 118%. These are really nice moves, and you can imagine, like, if I put 5K into this, and that is massive returns, right? You don't need a lot of money in these. A lot of people tend to over leverage on pennies. I recommend going a little smaller size. Because if it does, let's say if it hits this 5, right, and it doesn't have to be perfect, it can go under it, and let's say it just goes straight to the 10. You want to have powder to buy at the 10 too, okay, and then so on. So we're right here. This thing is just a beautiful setup, and today I wanted to mention it. This is our last area, guys. We had this 20 right in here. Are we surprised that the algos pumped it up here when it hit the 20? It pumped 35%. So you might ask, well, the trickiest part, where do I look to take gains? The best way to take gains, and according to this strategy and a lot of backtests, is always 10%, because there's no FOMO, there's no greediness in it. You say, okay, am I up 10%? And you take the gains, right? It doesn't matter if you can break new highs, because we don't know that. If you're up a good bit, you might as well take some out so you don't have to worry about it and have all that stress and be like, oh, I could make more money, right? And then when you had that factor in, they can release news at any moment and make this the stock tank down. So TNXP has a very nice uptrend, right? It looks very strong. We were way above the ATR4 right here. We're not surprised that we sold off, because it can't sustain this. When you're way above it, it doesn't mean necessarily you could short it, yeah, depending on how far above you are, and you would have made massive money. I just don't really like that side of things, even though I know it's in balance and it can't sustain that. But I'm more into the buying side of, once we have a big move up, you wait for the pullback, and that's where we're at right now. This last EMA is the last one I use. EMA 50 is the last one. And you can see right here, literally to a T, the algos hit it right here, and it says 2913 is the EMA 50. It touches it to a T, and it goes up 27% in a very short amount of time. So that's the kind of stuff I'm looking for. Am I taking those gains? Absolutely, no question about it. Do I think this can keep going up? Yes, but I'm seeing a lot of upper wicks here. Every time we pump, we dump, right? And that just shows you the importance of these levels, right? EMA 50, boom, algos hit it, it goes up, it goes all the way back to the 10 and 5, and now they're starting to act as resistance. So this is a penny stock. We all know penny stocks are risky. They don't really tend to maintain uptrends. So do I want to keep on holding this? Do I think this is a company I can hold and invest in? Absolutely not. You can look at the past history of this. Look at this. We were just now starting, look at this long downtrend, right? Any time you're below the 50, right, and below the 20, you can see when price hits this 20, it rejects. And you can see all throughout this history, right, it was just in a massive, massive downtrend, okay? Does this thing ever maintain an uptrend long? I have not yet to see it. Look at here. We hit the 50, we go down. Hit the 50, go down. Hit the 50, go down. And very rarely, you'll see these spikes. But I do say, granted, the spikes we're having, they're actually maintaining above the 50. They're not like this where we hit the 50, go above it, and then come back down, okay? So if we go to the previous, yes, we could probably, maintain more of an uptrend. I think this EMA 50 is going to be that crucial level, okay, guys? I got to zoom in. I'm using my laptop. But I do like this. If it goes back down, I'll probably play it again. I took the 10%. Quick 10% you can take here, then and then you hold 10% of your shares break even. So what I personally do is you sell 90% for 10% gain, and then you hold that other 10% at break even. And if it decides to go higher, well, awesome, right? Because then you keep riding it up. But then if it goes down, at least you locked in gains. So this is the strategy of how to trade with momentum, of not guessing, right? That's the most important part, is you're not guessing where to buy. You know exactly what you're doing. You're looking for, well, do we hit the upper ATR4, which is my top Keltner channel setting? Do we pull back to the EMA5? If there's a massive candle that goes above it like this, then this is a better setup, because usually you get those dead cat bounces like this. Right here, hit the 5 and go all the way up, right? Hit the 5, go here, hit the 10, go here, hit the 20, we go, and then hit the 50, we go. So what I've noticed personally, the biggest bounces that happen are going to be the EMA 5 and 10, because that's where the big momentum is, right? You have this, the early volume, right? You have this massive volume, the attention's there, nobody's, right now TNXP, probably a lot of people are kind of forgetting about it because it's getting drier and boring. You can see there's lesser volume compared to the beginning stages. So that's why that first EMA 5 and 10 bounces are the ones I love the most. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this. If you guys want to join the premium Discord, I'm telling you guys are going to love it. It's going to show you guys a lot of knowledge. You're going to understand a lot of stuff. You're going to be in a part of a community that you're understanding why you're taking trades, and you're not just following people's trades. You understand, okay, I'm taking a trade because of this reason. I'm going to have powder if it hits the 10 and the 20. I'm going to average down, and then I'm going to take a conservative gain, and then I just keep rinsing and repeating, and there's thousands of stocks to play that do these kind of setups where you can make 10%, 10%, 10%, and you can see how your account is like a big snowball that keeps adding up. So if you click the link down below in YouTube comments below, and in the description will say join the premium Discord for my alerts and system. Will take you to this free chat landing page. If you want to become a member, all you have to do is hit day trade alerts right in here. That will look like this, and you'll have access to all my memberships, day trades and swing trades. And get this, for only $12 a month. I've been working really hard on a strategy that works. I'm a very conservative player. I don't chase, I don't FOMO, I do exactly the system. So if you're looking kind of for alerts that I think are good, I'll post them also in swing trade alerts and day trade alerts of both systems. My day trade alerts just made bank selling credit spreads today, made over $1,000 doing it. Very nice setup. Swing trade alerts, I had Mara that ran. We had TNXP, and we had a couple others, DRCT yesterday, of trading momentum stocks. So not to hype anything up, trading is super hard. Trade at your own risk. But I promise you, I'm going to work my butt off to give you guys a system that works. I do this full time, and I hope you guys can too. But if you guys want to join, click the link down below. If you want to subscribe, do it on your computer. It is actually cheaper. It will save you on the iOS fee, and you can see right here on the server shop the 2 memberships I do offer. I do recommend the Day and Swing Trading Plus because I have a strategy that can make you money every day. And then the swing trades, you might have to wait a couple. You might have to wait a couple days, a week, or 2 weeks. It just depends. That's why it's called swing trading. But 2 services for $12 a month. You guys are going to love it, and your name will be in gold. You have my live streams, alerts, and everything, and future education. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.